Sivaya Nama Thiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on Thiruppaatu. We are continuing our discussion on the 55th Thiruppathikam and we are going to talk about the 5th verse. The 5th verse goes this way. Kola malvarai mattena nati Kol aravu sutri kadaindu எழுந்த ஆல நஞ்சு கண்டவர் மிக எரிய அமரர்கள் அருள் புரிவது கருதி நீலமார் கடல் விடம்தனை உண்டு கண்டத்தே வைத்த பித்த நீ செய்த சீலம் கண்டு நின் திருவடி அடைந்தேன் செழும்பொழில் திருப்புன்குருளானே. Today's verse talks about the grace of Lord Shiva. What is that's so specific about Lord Shiva? We all know about his blue throat. Lord Shiva is pure white in color. He's actually the reddish color. He's not actually black or blue like what we are able to see in some of the calendars. The blue picture that we are seeing is not Shiva, that is Rudran. Rudran is in the form of or in the color of blue or the black, but Lord Shiva is pure white, or rather the reddish white. Now, Lord Shiva is white in color, is very, very fair, and he has a black spot on his throat. That is a symbolic representation to say your ignorance is what is depicted over here. This is a symbolization. Okay, let's look at the Purana behind this. The Purana goes this way. The Devas, when they wanted to get the nectar from, basically they don't want to die. So for staying alive forever, they want to be immortal. I mean, of course, we have been seeing this even in the Western myths and all these, right? Some of them, they want to be immortal in nature. So they wanted to have the nectar in such a way that they are not going to die off, or they are not going to perish from this world. So what they did was, someone gave them an advice that they have to basically go down to the deep sea, and they have to churn the sea, like what we churn the milk for butter, right? Churn the curd for butter, right? Similar to that, they wanted to churn the sea and get the nectar from there, and that nectar will help or prevent someone from dying. So what happened was, Devas and Asuras, they teamed up, and one side Devas were there and the other side Asuras were there, and they started churning the sea. The stick they used for churning the the sea is basically a mountain which is called as Meru mountain, and the rope they used was a snake called as Vasuki. This Vasuki, due to the pain, it started spitting out the poison, and the poison was so venomous that even just the air or just the breeze of it took a toll on whoever was there nearby. They all turned black in color just because of the vapor that was coming out of that poison or that venom. So the Asuras and Devas, they did not know what to do. Asuras just succumbed. Devas went all the way to Lord Shiva and they surrendered themselves. In order to safeguard Devas, what Lord Shiva did was, he took the venom and he just swallowed it, and he did not swallow it completely. He just made it in such a way that it could just stay in his throat, something like choking, right? It just stays in his throat. So Lord Shiva just made it stand there as a symbolic representation. Even today we are able to see that. Now, what is this? This is the Purana. What Nambi Arurar says is, he says, you were able to save the Devas from the poisonous, from the venom. I saw that and I've heard of it. And I know, since you are able to save them, I'm sure you will save me as well. You are not going to let me down, which means I'm going to be saved 100% by your grace. So I have surrendered myself. That is what Nambi Arurar is talking about in this particular verse, which is a lesson for us also. When we surrender completely to Lord Shiva, he will take care of us. That is what today's verse is all about. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama Thiruchitrambalam.